Hi guys, welcome back to another art therapy prompt. I hope that you all had a wonderful long weekend and that you're ready to kind of get back into the swing of things. The theme for this week is going to be the Olympics. So our prompts will be kind of based on the Olympics in some shape or form. Let me know what you guys have been watching. Maybe there's a certain sport that you're really into for the Summer Olympics, or maybe you've just been watching everything. But yeah, the Olympics is going to be our theme this week. And in terms of materials that you're going to need, just your regular stuff, your pencil, markers, coloring materials, and you should be good to go. One other thing, if you have something circular that you want to use to trace, I would suggest grabbing that. I'm just going to use the bottom of my cup, but you can use anything. Something not too large. If you've got like a roll of tape, you could use the inside of that. Really whatever you have lying around the house, and if you don't have anything, then we'll just freehand the circles. It's not a big deal. All right, so grab your something circular if you've got one, and all your other materials, and then we will get started. All right, so you've got your something circular. I changed my mind and I'm going to use the inside of my tape roller just because it's a little bit bigger, so I'll make the Olympic signs just a little bit larger on my page. Again, size is totally up to you, so whatever you have, you can make it work. So yeah, we are going to draw out our the Olympic rings to start, and we'll do that together, and then we'll go through the colors, and we'll just go from there. Okay, so grab your something circular. Again, if you don't have it, just freehand your circles. But yeah, let's draw these circles together. Okay, so I'm starting at the top far left corner of my page, making sure I've got lots of room. And all I'm gonna do is trace the circle like that. All right, and then I'm gonna go in the middle, and I'm gonna do another one. Our circles on the top row, they're not gonna touch, so you're just gonna give them a little bit of space in between. Try and line them up if you can, but again, don't be too stressed about it. There's our second one. And then our last one. All right, so you've got your top 3 circles. Now, your bottom 2 circles are gonna be what connects all of your circles together. So you're gonna take your something circular and you're going to put it so that it touches both the top circles and has space underneath. I usually put it about halfway up the circles that you did on the top. So you can go ahead and line that up and draw your circle. Okay, so as you can see, it overlaps both of these, and then we're gonna do the same thing over here. So you're gonna line it up about halfway up. And trace it. Like that. All right, so now we're gonna make them a little bit thicker, each circle. So you're just gonna kind of draw a second line or a second circle inside just to make the rings thicker. And this is kind of where you decide what ring is in front of what of each other. So if the ring is in front, the line is going to go over top. If the ring is behind, then the line will stop and it won't go through. But if that just sounds too complicated, then go ahead and just fill in, do the whole circle and don't worry about the lines intermingling, because it's not a big deal. And we can always worry about that more towards the end of the prompt. So just fill in your circles. All right, and if you do want to decide what's in front and what's not, you're just going to erase the lines of the one that's in behind. Like that. And so if you want to alternate, say this one's in front, then it's going to go behind, and we'll erase this one. And then same for all of them. All right, and you've got your Olympic rings, just like that. So now we will go through the colors of the Olympic rings, and we can color them together. If you decide that you want to color them different than what they are, that's fine by me. But I will go through the colors that they typically are, and then you guys can choose to do your own creative thing if you want to, or follow along. All right, so the 5 colors of the rings include blue, yellow, black, green, and red. And so these colors are representative of the 5 continents that compete in the Olympics. So the blue is for Europe, the yellow is for Asia, the black is for Africa, the green is for Australia, and the red is for America. So that's why we're kind of sticking with the colors that are already chosen. But again, this is your art prompt, so if for some reason you decide that another color is better for whatever reason, then it's your prompt, you do whatever you like. Okay, so we're going to starting from the far left, the top one, we're going to do it blue. And you guys can use markers or pencil crayons or whatever you see fit. And again, your circles do not have to be perfect. Mine certainly will not be. Alright, so we've got our blue one done. We're going to move on to the yellow one, which is connecting it at the bottom here. So go ahead and do your yellow. right, moving up to our second top one. This one is going to be black. So go ahead and color that one in. All right, our second bottom one here is going to be green. All right, and our very last one up top here is going to be red. All right, and add any final touches that you want to add. I'm going to add a bit of a outline to each one. Just so that they pop a little bit more. All right, and we've got our Olympic rings. All right, so after you've got your Olympic rings all drawn out, I want you to think of 5 qualities that you admire about Olympic athletes, or what they do to become Olympic athletes. What are some characteristics or qualities that Olympic athletes have that you really admire about them? So that could be determination or commitment, or strength, or well-being, whatever it might be, whatever it is that you admire about Olympic athletes, something you think that they have or that they're really good at. I want you to fill each circle with a characteristic. Okay, so something that you admire about Olympic athletes. So think about what those 5 things might be, and then we'll come back after that. All right, so you should have filled each circle with something that you admire or qualities that you admire about Olympic athletes. So things that I wrote determination, emotional strength, commitment, passion, and talent. Those are all things that I admire and that I think a lot, if not all, Olympic athletes have these things in different shapes and forms. So now what I want you to do is I want you to think about each of those qualities, and I want you to think about a way that you have presented that quality in your life. So for example, my first one is determination. So I want to think about, okay, when in my life have I been determined to do something where I have showed determination? And then the next one, emotional strength. When have I been strong emotionally, maybe to overcome adversity? The next one, commitment. When have I proved that I was committed to something? Maybe I stuck to a schedule to meet a certain goal. The next one, when did I show passion in something, or what is something that I still show passion for? And then talent for the last one, what is something that I'm talented at? And so ideally, I want you to go through each of these rings and write down how you also have these characteristics of an Olympic athlete, maybe not all towards one goal, but towards separate things in your life, and that we are all capable of becoming as amazing as these Olympic athletes are if we can kind of put our mind and our skills and everything that we have inside of us towards a specific goal. So again, think about how you show the quality that is in each of the circles. You can write as much or as little as you like. You can draw about it however you like. And just write it. So for the first one, I'm just going to write it here, and then the second one, I'll write here. I'll write here for the third, and then here. Wherever you have room, there's no right or wrong way to go about doing the writing portion. Okay? So go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back after that. Alright, you guys, so you've written down kind of how you show those certain characteristics. So for me, determination, I've shown it through professional development, through school and university, pushing through those hard times. Emotional strength, I feel like I've showed it through growing up as a figure skater and those kind of situations, as well as experiencing adversity and loss. Commitment, I've shown a commitment to bettering myself, a commitment to relationships and to my school. Passion, I have passion for art and for painting, for helping others, and for personally learning and growing. And then talent, I'd say most of my talent lies in the arts or creativity sector. So that's just a personal thought on that. But yeah, take a look at kind of these different characteristics and how you also show these same strengths that all of these amazing top athletes do. And think about how you can continue to kind of input these into your life and maybe input them towards a singular goal if that's something that interests you. But yeah, this is just kind of an attempt to show you that everyone is capable of greatness and we all share these similarities with people that seem so far out of reach from where we are potentially. But yeah, that is everything for this prompt today. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you had any questions, or if you just wanted to let me know what you wrote. And yeah, that's everything. So I will see you guys again on Friday.